My Brother's Lion, written and illustrated by Joshua Burleson, narrated by Richard Riemann. For Elisha, sleep well among the stars. One warm summer night, I was out catching fireflies with my big brother. We paused for a moment to look at the stars, and he told me some were connected to the other. He told me about constellations, certain stars that make an outline caused by a glowing thread. When I was around your age, one was cut, and I had to repair it, he said. His story took place a long time ago, when my big brother was just a small boy like me. Even though he was kind and fun to play with, no other kids lived nearby, so his life was quiet, and he often felt lonely. Our mom had noticed my brother was lonesome, so she gave him a stuffed lion to be his bedtime companion. Even though the toy looked old and battered, my brother came to love him more than anyone could ever imagine. The very first night my brother slept with his new companion, the moon was sitting just right. To my brother's surprise, his stuffed lion let out a roar and came bursting to life. The lion was powerful but kind and quickly became my brother's dearest friend. Together they found a fantastical world that existed only when the day had come to its end.
Wilheminas Wish, written by Lisa Reinecke, narrated by Lisa Reinecke and Richard Riemann, illustrated by Annalise Black.
Love yourself, because everywhere you go in life, you are there. Wilhelmina had one wish. She wished she didn't look like this. A tiny fairy she would be, with one big unibrow, you see. When she would fly, it weighed her down, which caused her unibrow to frown. This made her brow to wiggle, and all the other fairies giggle. Wilhelmina plucked and plucked, but that one brow came right back up. She cried and cried to Mama Fairy. My unibrow just looks so scary. Your brow is pretty, her mom would say, but she just wanted it to go away. As she climbed into her bed, I want 2 brows, is what she said. Mama tucked her covers in and kissed her on her little chin.
Ellie and Her Emotional Dragons, written by Joseph Goodrich, illustrated by Tracy Van Wagoner, narrated by Aaron Riemann and Richard Riemann.
Ellie has 4 tiny dragons that magically appear from her closet when she is happy, sad, scared, or mad. Naz is a green dragon that helps Ellie when she is nervous or scared. Nolly is a blue dragon that comforts Ellie when she is sad. Tully is a red dragon that calms Ellie when she is feeling mad. And Honey is an orange dragon that loves to laugh and dance when Ellie is happy. Ellie and her mommy and daddy just moved into an old house that makes strange noises that scare Ellie. The radiator in the corner of her room makes a hissing sound, and the floor creaks when she walks near the bottom of her bed. One day, Ellie jumped onto her bed and covered her head with her favorite blanket. Naz appeared from Ellie's closet.
Ellie, why are you so scared?
Naz asked. This old house makes noises that scare me, Ellie said.
Bart's Escape Out the Gate. Written by Lisa Reinecke. Narrated by Richard Riemann. Illustrated by Annalise Black.
One day, I made a big mistake. I forgot to close my pet's fence gate. That was a bad day for the neighborhood. My pet dinosaur, he escaped. He went running over the whole landscape, causing trouble for all of the neighbors. I screamed and yelled and called him by name. When I yelled, "Bart," he usually came. This time, he chose to ignore me. That's when everything that could went wrong. He was making trouble for everyone, so I set out on my quest to catch him.
Arnold, the Cute Little Pig with Personality. Written by Lisa Reinecke. Narrated by Lisa Reinecke. Illustrated by Stephen Reinecke. On Mother's Day, our mom wanted a pig for a present. Her 2 little boys found a cute little pig with personality to give her. She welcomed the cute little pig into our home and named him Arnold. He was so tiny and round. He was sweet and pink and made the cutest little oink sound as he ran. Mom soon learned that not only did Arnold have a great personality, but he also had a great appetite. He was hungry all the time. Arnold was always after food. He would eat all the dog's food. He would eat all the baby's food. Most of all, he loved to eat trash.
The Toothless Fairy. Written by Timothy Jordan. Narrated by Richard Riemann. There once lived a fairy of extraordinary sorts, her skin old and saggy, her face full of warts. Her eyes shone like moonlight, gleaming and gray. She wanted one thing, and that was to play. She wanted to laugh and jump and shout. She wanted to spin and prance about. She wanted to romp with all her heart, to skip and jump rope and make finger art. She wanted a playmate with time to spend. She wanted a buddy. She wanted a friend.
Wings and Feet. Written by Lisa Reinecke. Narrated by Lisa Reinecke and Richard Riemann. Illustrated by Scott McDonald.
Come with me, little butterfly, through meadows of flowers, bright red ones and blue ones. We'll play there for hours. In pastures, I'll run on my feet and we'll pass, with my legs being tickled by waving green grass. You'll fly overhead in the blue sky above. With your wings, you'll be free, floating light as a dove. They are quite different, your wings and my feet, but we are still friends, and our friendship runs deep.
I'll fly and you'll run, the butterfly said. We'll see and enjoy all those flowers of red. In the colorful pastures my wings soar over, your nose can smell the sweet scent of clover. When my wings get tired, I can land for a rest. If your feet get tired, you'll sit. That is best. They're different that way, my wings and your feet. But we are still friends, and our friendship runs deep.
Unicorn Jazz by Lisa Caprelli. Illustrated by Davy Villalobos. Narrated by Tiffany Mars. don't forget your special gift waiting for you at the end of the story, the friendship song. Once there was a unicorn named Jazz. She was kind, friendly, and a bit shy. She looked like a horse, but with a golden horn in the middle of her head. Her father was big and strong. Her mother was kind and clever. Deep inside, Jazz wanted to be a singer. She was amazed when her mother sang to her. Her mother's voice made her feel brave. Although Jazz was talented like her mother, she was afraid to sing. She was too shy. But whenever Jazz was alone, she sang out loud to herself the same song her mother sang to her. Be happy with your light, you are bold, you shine so bright, a golden ray. You're my sunshine, let nothing give you fright. You are strong, your heart is kind, and every day you're my heart's delight. These words made Jazz feel brave.